Hey, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, and you are live with the boys, East Coast, West Coast. On the other end, my man, Doctor Dre. What's up with you, Dre?
Legendary connecting, my brother, always. I am the doctor.
That'll work, folks. What's happening with you, man?
It's been one of those days. It's a happy birthday day for someone here.
Yeah, it is.
Happy birthday, Gemini.
Much love, Doc. Much love,
Not
appreciate
just a Juneteenth experience, but an Alonzo experience.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We celebrating with Eddie Levert, MC Ren, who else? Tupac. All our birthdays the same day. I'm in good company, baby. I'm in good company.
You're in excellent company.
Yes, sir. Not to mention I got I got 5 partners all got the same birthday.
All I gotta say, being the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, you led the way.
Led the way, baby.
That's all. So what's today's birthday look like, young man?
Man, today I spent this afternoon in Compton doing my 3rd annual Father's Day brunch. My original earthly debut was on Father's Day, and I noticed how Mother's Day gets all the love, and Father's Day don't get no whole bunch of attention. So I decided to put something together about 2 years ago, one city councilman in Compton, and of course COVID shut it down for 2 years, and we brought it back last year with the mayor, and this year we did our 3rd annual event with the mayor of Compton. Had a fantastic turnout. About 200 people came out. And
oh, congratulations!
Oh yeah, we had a great turn. Had my boys come through from LA County Mental Health, Anti-Violence Campaign. Another brother who does hygiene kits. And I know for me, I drive a lot, and I keep an overnight bag. They call it a to-go bag in my car. Deodorant, toothpaste. Never know where you're gonna end up at. So sometimes, excuse me, I've been on the road and say, man, you know what? It's dark, it's raining. I'm gonna get me a room of crash, so I can always brush my teeth. So it's always good to have you a little hygiene bag. And one of my girls hooked me up with a bunch of stuff. So every man in the building today gonna be clean, breath, hair, beard, all that's gonna be tight, courtesy of my folks. The whole city council of Compton came out and hung out with me today. Mayor, all 4 city council people, man. Mike Gibson sent a representative down to hang out with us. So it was a great event, man. It was a great event. The people loved it. It was a nice mixed crowd, but it was mostly men. There was a few women there, but it was mostly men. It was not a sausage fest, which
that's always a scary thing.
It's always a scary thing.
Too much sausage.
Too much sausage.
Got to get some buns in there.
Yeah. So, and we passed out certificates to certain men from the community. So every organization that was involved, it was asked to pick 4 or 5 guys to honor, to get to give a certificate to, and they did, man. And I looked up, and my partner's 90-year-old mom was dancing with one of the 90-year-old honorees, and it just, man, just when you can put a smile on people's face, that's a good thing for me, Doc. So that was my birthday party. That was my birthday party.
And that's a good birthday party, my brother.
That was my birthday.
Like you, when I travel, when I used to drive all the time, my mother made me keep a fresh pair of underwear.
Yeah.
My mother, just in case you get in an accident.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that you got a fresh one. So, Mom, if I'm in an accident, the last thing I'm thinking about is clean underwear.
Right.
But,
right.
Your mother says those things.
Yeah.
I used to do when I did radio in the morning, especially. I used to always have a hygiene kit, and then they would laugh at me. Like, Dre, why you have that? I said, 'cause first of all, some of y'all don't believe your teeth and your breath starts to stink halfway through this show.
It ain't for me, it's for you.
Yeah, for me, I had a bottle of Listerine, super fresh. I had soap. I had a face glove. I had a towel. I had hair. Dude, what are you washing up? I said, yes. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm good. I had deodorant. I was ready to roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's all good, man. So yeah, man, that was my birthday party today, man. Left there, went to another event, and as you can probably tell by my energy level right now, I'm running on E. But I'm gonna knock out this show, and after that, I'm gonna kick the plug out the wall. I'm gonna lay my ass down till I can't get up.
You're supposed to. So we had a very interesting week this week. with some folks. And I mean, not to, I don't want to dampen the birthday, young man's birthday, but I'm just trying to figure out what is it with athletes, celebrations, and all kind of craziness where we have to congratulate the Denver Nuggets for winning their first NBA World Championship. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game and the celebration, people were shot and killed. And then they just had the parade in Denver, and people were shot.
In the parade?
People were hurt at the parade.
I've been tired about it. They had the parade today, and folks got shot in the parade.
Folks got shot at the parade. Matter of fact, what's his name? I forgot the lead guy at Denver. His wife got hit in the face with a can.
Hit in the face with a can?
They were riding on a fire
okay.
A fire truck, and people were throwing stuff at the fire truck.
Why? Were they Lakers fans or some shit?
Explain it to me.
Why would you throw something at the people that just won your championship?
And hit the woman directly in the face with a freaking can.
What?
What is that about? And he was like, he kept saying that he didn't want to do the parade. He was like, nah, I don't like parades. I don't like all that stuff. Thanks for the congratulations. I did my part on the court.
Oh, that was the Joker?
Yeah.
You know, he was trying to get out of town anyway. He didn't care about the parade. I saw an interview with him. He was like, parade? Oh, shit. He was like, damn, parade, I didn't want to do that shit. But to hit his wife in the head with a can?
Hit his wife in the face.
In the face.
See, head would be like a back shot, a chin, but pow, the face. Come on, man. Come on, man.
How many people got shot at the parade?
2.
Nobody.
A police officer was hurt when they were trying to get the fire truck out the way.
Okay.
The truck ran over his leg, and he may lose his leg. I mean, it's like we want to celebrate the victories of our teams and our athletes, and being a part of it as a fan. There's a line that you shouldn't be crossing. It seems like we keep crossing it a little closer every time.
I never understood why it was necessary to tear up your city when you win a championship.
I don't get it.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Dude, that's got to be the most asinine thing to do. You out here celebrating, but it turns into a riot. I mean, it happens in LA, happens all over the country. People.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not picking on Denver.
Right.
I was saying in the last, I would say 10 or 15 years, this has been consistently happening.
Yeah.
Like at the Kansas City, when Kansas City won the Super Bowl and they had their parade, they had violence at their parade. They're going to shut those parades down like, nope, we're not having them. Yeah,
I mean, it would definitely behoove the city officials to, but then you got people who appreciate the parade, but it don't take but 1 or 2 assholes to fuck up everything.
Only takes 1 or 2 to set the whole thing off.
You ever heard that joke about the body parts and having an argument who ran everything? And the brain.
Oh, you mean about the a-hole?
Yeah.
And the brain?
Yeah, the brain.
Yeah, you tell a joke, I'll listen.
Brain was like, I run this stuff. Without me, y'all can't think. And the nose said, if I stop letting the air come in, y'all can't do nothing. And the mouth said, well, I tell you what, let me stop breathing and see what's going to happen. So everybody was pissed off. Everybody agreed to do what they do. And the asshole decided he was going to shut up. He said, you can't think, you don't want to breathe, and you don't want to die. So you don't need nothing but all that right there. It just takes 1 asshole to shut the whole damn thing down. It wasn't funny.
All it takes.
It wasn't funny, but that's the story. 1 asshole
it's a good joke.
One asshole shuts down the whole damn thing. So, man, that's always been the fear. That's always been a fear of mine as a promoter. People, you try to bring events to different places, and everybody ain't ready.
Yeah,
everybody ain't ready.
I've done events for many years, and the one thing that stopped me from doing it is to a point where I would have it, and we didn't even start the event, and there was melee before we even opened up the door. There was 30 people fighting out front. And I'm like, who are these people? Where did they come from? And it's always dudes. Always dudes. and it's like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And I mean, back in the day, we tried no sneakers, hard bottoms. Someone would always say, "Oh, come on, man, come on, man." Like, dude, every time we let you come through with the sneaker thing, it just starts fights.
Yeah. And and that's when I tell people, man, at some point in time, people got too comfortable. You got on sneakers, you got on jeans, them fighting clothes. Them fighting clothes. So,
And sometimes it's not always the drunk in the room or the two rival things. It's just over something stupid.
yeah, always. Oh, this is always. Dude, I tell people all the time, if I have to explain to my doctor or my lawyer why I'm in this situation, and I realize to myself it's stupid, I can't fuck with you. I mean, people have to understand. There's two people that will end up, two professionals that will end up in your life, two expensive professionals that can end up in your life based on the wrong decision. Your doctor and your lawyer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you almost prefer your doctor because you might have insurance to cover that because ain't no insurance to cover no doctor, no lawyer shit. So and you gotta explain to somebody, well, man, he disrespected me. What did he do? He called me a punk. Are you a punk? No, but I still had to whoop his ass. He whooped your ass, fool. You the one sitting up in intensive care. Well, I just represent. Oh, man, get the fuck out of that bullshit. Yeah.
Who did you? And the funny is, when they say I have to represent, I said, represent who?
Yeah.
Where are all these people you're representing?
Yeah, man.
They're usually not there when you're caught.
Right. When you're in that jail cell talking to them lawyers, talking to that public defender, ain't nobody there but you and him.
The other big story.
Go ahead.
Is the young man from the Washington Grizzlies who was flashing the gun on IG.
Right.
They just gave him 30 days, and it has to be I guess they have some kind of bigger meeting after that to decide if they're going to give him the opportunity to play in the NBA again. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Man, you know what? I was telling my buddy earlier today. Some fools don't know how to win. Some people, and I've been saying this for a long time, and it seemed to me that it's definitely it's a young head thing. I ain't gonna call it. I'm gonna try and phrase that word out of my vocabulary, but it's a young head thing. Okay, it's like going to Vegas, hitting the lottery, hitting one of them jackpots, and trying to hit another one, play all the money back, and give it away. Okay, when you have secured a bag like this guy has, and to put yourself in position to give it back or lose it, or not take full advantage of what you've achieved, is the stupidest thing in the world. And then when you look back and see what you actually gave it up for, because you wanted to ride through the hood with a gun, you wanted to
floss. And the first thing they say is they came after me.
Right. You shouldn't be there.
Why are you there? Why do you need to put the camera on you, or your buddy with the camera exposing you? Because the thing is, once you lose your bag, the guy who put the camera on you, he's leaving too.
He ain't. Yeah, all of them.
He ain't hang around.
All of them. Yes. So it just amazes me, man, how people and these youngsters, either they don't have no advice at all, they get some bad advice. And I thought about that. It's a lot of old heads, as old as me, that will give you some badass advice, trying to be cool with you, which means they would rather be a yes man and stay in your circle than be ostracized by them giving them something they really can use. And if I give you something that you really can use, and you cut me off because you don't feel I gave it, you feel that you don't want to hear that right now, I understand that. Okay, but you can't blame nobody but yourself when you end up looking up at the bottom.
That's true. That is definitely true. But we got the divine connector, the one and only Queen Bernadette on the line.
Let me bring her in.
Queen, you there?
Bring her in, Doc. She's sitting over in the dugout. Yeah, I'm looking at her right now. Guys, she paid the cable bill too.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Miss B. What's up, baby?
Legends.
Hello, dear.
Hey, Bernadette.
I'm out here listening to y'all is good. Y'all having a good day, so I won't start anything. But ask you about Kellis and Bill Murray. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Man,
Khalees.
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 Khalees is her
Sorry,
name.
Doctor Professor
Tell
Dre.
us. Because I was going to say, Bill Murray went gay. No,
I,
Khalees and
oh,
Bill
I
Murray.
can't. Khalees and age
No,
43
it's
and Bill
okay.
Murray age 72.
So what?
That
Al
ain't
Pacino just had a kid last week,
He
and
80,
Robert De
90.
Niro had one about 3 weeks before that. He was 79. He's 83. Look, if that's what makes both of them happy, why are we
exactly.
complaining?
Why do we give a damn?
I just, what do you
I
think?
do.
I
I
like
do.
it because he might be good to her milkshake. You never know. He is milk, so
Hey,
you need milk. You need
remember when
milk
Cher
for
was going with the
milkshake.
DJ? I I forgot the guy's name,
Young
but
dude.
the Grammy Award winner, Cher, and Academy Award winner Cher decided to go with a young black guy.
Right.
I guess Sonny ain't there no more. She said the beat goes on.
You know what?
Exactly.
If they got a podcast corny award, I'm gonna give it to your ass. You be popping, corn like a motherfucker. I ain't mad at you, but I give you
Look,
that
man,
one.
look, man.
That wasn't that
I try to
bad.
keep it popping with the
That wasn't that bad. But half these folks don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Dr. Dre,
anyway.
Dr. Dre be deep.
I
You
know
know,
I
they
always show
love
my
Dr. Dre.
age.
So that's
I always show my age.
Yeah, you damn sure.
And it's unfortunate. Maybe you could go on that little crazy thing.
Let me check something.
Call YouTube.
Let me check something out.
And look up who Sonny and Cher were.
Do you know that reference?
You know that it went over my head. I missed it. I didn't know it was a reference. Say it again, Dre. Which one?
I didn't.
I'm just asking the question.
Birthday Man.
No argument.
Birthday Man. I didn't say the reference was unique. The thing is, I tried to employ.
I understand.
Imagination.
I don't know if she got it or not. That's all. I don't know if she got it or not. That's all. I know what it is.
She didn't get it.
It's definitely an old head reference. I ain't mad.
Look, once they put Wilson on the show, people get nervous. So I'm not even going to go there.
All right.
Okay, I got another thing, Legends. I was trolling Facebook a little bit, and there was a post about Complex saying it's a hip hop media platform. I think they all turning people into gossips. Myself, they're not real hip hop news, but anyway, could it? It was the post said, according to Complex, no hip hop song or album has hit #1 in 2023 for the first time in 30 years. And then it said, I wonder why. Here's the person I trolled that said, could it be because we have a shit ton of female rappers rapping about their poo nanny, twat, whatever you want to say, and using men for money? How? And I was like, how the hell would that women rappers be the issue with why no hip hop song or album has hit #1 in 2023? I didn't see the connection. He sounded like somebody hurt his feelings in junior high, but anyway.
Man, you want to take that first?
Nope, I'm gonna let you go. You're the birthday cake because I definitely have a response that will be relative to today. Go ahead.
You know, I've always said this. I'm gonna say it again, that the female rappers have to be very careful how they approach this game. For some reason, and I know it's a double standard. It's definitely a double standard, but we don't give them the same respect about talking about their genitalia as we get about talking about us. Okay. We talk about nuts and balls, blah blah blah, skeet, and it's all a party. Okay, women talk about some shit, and it gets real sensitive. I know hip hop is not a popular mindset, but in the back of our minds, we still put women up a little bit higher scale, a little bit for the most part. We love looking at big butts and big titties, all that. We love all that shit. We love all them attributes. But at some point in time, you still remind me of my mama or my daughter or my sister. Okay. And I still, that big brother, that daddy, that mama's boy thing
father figure
thing kicks in, and it don't convert. It don't register. It don't feel the same. It's cool for a minute, but then you got to go so far overboard. And like I tell my daughters, or any female that I've ever mentored, if a man all he see is your T and your tits and ass, that's all the hell he gonna want. He ain't gonna check if you got a brain or not. And once them attributes, the cute face, the big titties, and the ass fall to the wayside, you're a rap. Now you in love, stuck with some kids. His ass gone. He moved on to the next sets of titties and ass. And that's just real talk.
What does that have to do with about the songs not hitting number one in 2023?
May I jump in now,
go ahead,
Mr. Birthday Man?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it real simple and keep it direct. It's all about songs. And if women can't play songs to little girls and they repeat those words, it's difficult to go to number one. When you examine Taylor Swift and why her tour is selling out everywhere, and she's the leader of, if you decide to be in a relationship with her, she's gonna put it on her record. But she's gonna destroy you using words and intellect that you can repeat and sing. Now, if you decide to be a female rapper, which was proved in the 90s with Queen Latifah and Lil' Kim. Queen Latifah came out with UNITY, UNITY, and Lil' Kim came out with Queen Bee. I used to be scared of the dick. Handle it like a real bitch. And you can't compete. You cannot compete when you start doing that. There used to be a time, and Lonzo will notice, I'll go back, where there used to be records that were played in the club and records that were played on the radio.
Right.
It's just the way it was. When that line got smushed and wiped out, now it's, everything is like you said, once you show your tits and ass, you can't rewind. It's a hard, you can't come out being Cardi B and all of a sudden come out there in a nightgown. A night dress and this, that, and the other, and decide not to say everything that you used to say. People look at you like something's wrong. For example, I forget the gentleman's name who just forcibly kissed this other young lady at a celebrity basketball game, but her lyrics are very expressive and very salacious and seductive. And everyone's like, oh, but you can't do that. She has a right to be one way, but you don't have the right to put your hands on her or force yourself on her. Absolutely correct. But if you're advertising, I will bump anything that moves because I want to bump what moves and I'm singing it to a beat. It's difficult for that to translate to parents, single mothers, grandparents with young kids. They can't put that song, I'm going to sing that song too. It makes it difficult. So that makes it difficult to go number one. It goes back to songs, structures, and being proud. It's like, what was the woman's name? Who sung I'll Be a Freak? And was it Adina
Howard.
Adina Howard.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put Adina Howard in the same breath as Anita Baker. Not because of the age thing, subject matter. Anita Baker sings about being a freak, but the words are different. So when it's sung back to you, if you really examine Whitney Houston's first big song, it was talking about cheating. You give good love to me, baby. So good, take this heart of mine. That's talking about cheating. Even the Earth, Wind, and Fire classic, Reasons, it's not a love song. It's talking about having a one-night stand. But when you make the word so expressive and so explicit, it's difficult to play that over and over again.
And it don't work as well. But men get away with it, but it really takes the creativity, especially women. Because for me, I tell a woman in a minute, if a goddamn sundress does more for me than a bikini. Okay, I would rather do a sundress than a bikini. But because it gives you something to work with. Look, it's like a Christmas present that's wrapped up. I don't want my Christmas present unwrapped. Put it in the bag or something. Okay, and it just especially if it's everybody can see what you're getting, and that takes away all the exclusivity. And that's one thing about us as men, we like the illusion of exclusivity when it comes to
the illusion of exclusivity. The illusion.
It is an illusion.
It's an illusion.
It is an illusion.
We love the illusion. We want the illusion of exclusivity. Okay, you want the illusion of security. Women want the illusion of security. Men want the illusion of exclusivity. And if we don't feel that we have that, or if we feel that you're not going to portray that, why give you my best and you giving it to everybody else anyway? I heard a song yesterday on the radio talking about this chick. Women can be players too. I got Bob, I got Frank, I got this, I got that, I got the old man around the corner, he paid, blah blah blah, and it just, most guys will deal with public vagina, but it's not something that, it's not something that most cats, you'll hit it, but you ain't gonna keep it. You'll hit.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Lonzo?
What's that?
It's like going to the strip club. Everybody, males that love going to strip clubs, love to see that and love to have the illusion that you can take that stripper home, but you don't want to bring that stripper to the barbecue.
No,
you don't want to bring that stripper to introduce your mama, and especially if she comes in stripper gear.
Right.
Because she's not going to come in stripper gear. She'll come dressed in regular clothes, but all it's going to take is one person go, yo, isn't that so-and-so from the strip club?
Yeah.
And it works in reverse.
Players Club.
When it's the male side.
Players Club.
Although, yeah, it just does. So, it's we pushed boundaries on a lot of things. And what has happened is that now you're starting to get the kickback in. And it's not that the rap records or hip hop records can't go to number one. It's like you can't play that song over and over again. It's like when Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B did that performance on the Grammys. You can't play that again. Or maybe Jay-Z will try to get them to perform at the Super Bowl, but I know the Super Bowl's going, because we can't have that.
I tell guys the same thing. When you talk about too much crazy stuff, shooting and killing, you're actually limiting your market. You're canceling more people.
I agree with that.
You got the shock value to get up and rolling, but if you can't convert that to something that's going to be more universal, you're killing off a big audience, a big potential audience in other opportunities. I talk about Lizzo versus her.
Okay.
I think Lizzo is very talented. Lizzo is fighting for attention. She's trying to represent something that is not healthy. And because we in this era now that you can't fat shame, you can't even tell them, baby, you know what? You're a good looking girl. You would look better if you were slim. You'd probably be a lot healthier if you slimmed down a little bit. Okay. Because I tell you what, as many people as tell Lizzo she's beautiful, you tell a woman, your Lizzo looking ass, she's going to get mad.
Okay, two things.
But see, you could tell Lizzo she looks beautiful, but when she walks out on a thong in a huge public place and then wonders why she can't keep the rich young men that she's trying to attract and keep.
Yeah, you're trying to.
I'm gonna give you a good documentary to check out because I just saw it a few weeks ago.
Did you? Really?
It's about Donna Summer. It's called Love to Love You, Baby. And it's just, I know I may be talking over your head, but you got to know who Donna Summer is. Like one of the big performers of all time.
He knows
Donna Summer.
You supposed to talk to Bernadette.
he was talking to you.
I know I'm not talking to you. Come on. Birthday man, I'm not talking to you.
I'm talking to you. Okay. She thought you talking to me.
I'm just making a point.
Okay.
She did Bad Girls and the other song, Bad Girls, and I forgot the other name of the other song. And she did huge records at her time. But at the end of her life, when she was, one down after 3 kids, she was deep into singing gospel and had a tremendous voice. She had a tremendous voice. And people were like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Oh, we don't want to hear you do that. We want, where's Bad Girls? Where's Love to Love You, Baby? Where's I feel love and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, I can do that, but can I do this too?
Nope.
You You laid it out there.
You pigeonholed yourself. You put yourself in position. You attracted one type of crowd, and I'm the one that came to see you. They didn't know you was doing gospel. I came to see you grind on the microphone pole. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So
the microphone pole stuff, but then she would have a part of a set where she would sing, gospel songs and change, and then they went, oh, you was anti-homophobic. You talked against us. You said God didn't make Adam and Steve. And it's like, no, it was misconstrued. And at the end of the day, she said, this is who I am. I don't know why people won't let me be who I am, but it's a very, very slippery slope is what Lonzo was saying is when you go that far out, it's very difficult to slide back up.
That's the lane that women were given in hip hop. They take it. So what we have now took the lane that they were given in hip hop.
Well,
I mean,
no, they weren't.
Celebrating.
No, they weren't.
Wait. They tried a lane. Women tried to follow the lead that men put out there. Okay, what worked for men don't always work for women. Perfect example. You're talking to a man who's ran various nightclubs, various types of nightclubs in my career: teen clubs, male strip clubs, female strip clubs, adult clubs, all kind of clubs. It takes women maybe a month or 2 weeks to make what a man can make in one night, in 45 minutes. On the strip club. In the strip club business. Okay. Women have to work all week and maybe the weekends to make what a man can make in 15 minutes, one show.
So it's a income gap even in stripping for men and women.
I'm telling you what I've seen.
Crazy. I'm telling you what other industries, but dang, that's crazy.
I have seen it in the strip club industry, in the strip club business. Women have to go out be there all day, work 8 hours a day. A brother work on the weekend and shake his nuts on the weekend and get paid. He ain't got to work the rest of the month. I've seen birthday parties for both of them.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Lonzo?
Go ahead.
No, it's not cheap ass men. It's that male strippers are a delicacy. Women strippers are like French fries at McDonald's. Gosh. They're everywhere. And then they're all trying to outdo the other stripper and out naked the other one. Right. Or outdo whatever performance on the stage where a guy, all he got to do is go out there. He don't even have to strip. He just got to give you the illusion of taking it all off.
Women will go crazy. Come out, they come out in costumes like postmen, police, firemen, businessmen. The average woman come out, they try some of the nurse or whatever, but it's a slutty nurse, okay? So you know what she's gonna do automatically. It's a slutty nun.
I'm sure somebody does a nun.
Yeah, but I'm saying when the brothers come out, they come out as regular doctors. It's not a slutty doctor. He eventually becomes a slutty doctor, but he comes out with the illusion of a doctor. So he's selling the fantasies from the very beginning. Women, the fantasy is we're gonna have sex. I'm here for sex. In the men's world, I'm here for business, and sex is gonna be a part of it. So the fantasy is totally different. Okay, it's like
and that's why women are flying down to DR, Mexico, you name it, having all these ass injections, breast injections, and dying, getting back on the plane and thinking, oh, well, see, I got it now. And then getting infections, and some of them are not making it.
Shout out to DC Young Fly. His girl died, man, behind that shit. Had a baby.
Oh, sorry to hear that, brother.
Had a mommy makeover and did not make it. Dude. And she's a young, beautiful girl, man. And I tell brothers, I tell women sometimes, we talk, and I said, you know what? Real men like real women attributes. And look, sometimes some stretch marks is part of that. It's part of that attribute. Women. It's
part of your blessing.
It's
part of your blessing of life.
You're trying to mimic Barbie, and Barbie is tailor made. You can't do that. We all have, as we get older, my gut get a little bit bigger, my chin hang down a little bit lower, and there's certain things going to happen with time. Titties going to fall a little bit lower, and that's what's going to happen. What you want me to do?
It's called gravity. It's called the human experience.
You don't have a drawstring in your ass. You can keep keep pulling that shit back. And when you do, after a while, you start looking like people. You don't look like yourself no more. I looked at Vivica Fox, as beautiful as she was at one time. She ain't that fine to me no more. She didn't got all that surgery, and she looks artificial. She's just one of the people I can remember right now. As I saw her, I'm like, damn, what the fuck she do to herself? But she fell into that trap to think she had to look young forever. When I see women like Felicia Rashad, Holly Berry, as far as I can tell, they just age gracefully. And sometimes, man, that's just a beautiful thing, Doc.
It's the pressure of being on the screen and not realizing. And that's why I love Salma Hayek, because she's in this new Black Mirror show. I can't see it, but I'm just listening to all the descriptions. And she let her gray hair come out. And she said, so what? I got gray hair. I'm 56 years old. I got gray hair. And I was like, damn. And people were like, oh, she looks even sexier with the gray hair. Because she's got confidence in who she is. It's not the hair that makes her, it's her personality. And that's the thing. The illusion of being a stripper at one point was what made stripping incredible. But then when everybody and their aunties and their cousins, and when they started bringing little girls out there, that was it for me. I was done.
Right.
I was done. And you knew them chicks weren't over 15 years old. And then guys were gawking. I'm like, dude, that's a little girl. What's wrong with y'all? And you can't do anything about it. You cannot do anything about that. And that's the unfortunate part of what we call the game. So if you get a woman who wants to be a recording artist and does an elaborate video with scenes and dancing and stuff like that, I'll give you a good example of that. Russell Wilson's wife is Sierra. And she walked out as, and not, I don't want to say as old as she is, but as mature she is, and you walked out wearing dental floss, and your husband is like a NFL quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback. I'm confident in who I am. So, do you realize all the ramifications of what you do back and forth? And how people perceive what's going to say, darling, you don't have to do that. But she felt she had to do that.
Well, you know what? Running a female strip club, I realized some of the most competitive creatures on the world are women. Women are very competitive. Very competitive.
Yes.
Very competitive. When I used to wear a wedding ring, more women hit on me when I wore my wedding ring than they do when I don't. I don't wear a wedding ring. Never have. I mean, I haven't worn it in years. And women don't pay me no attention. But when I wore a wedding ring, they wanted. It was a competition. I've seen women walk into the club, my male exotic strip club, good looking women, be in the club, 20 minutes or so, and they fighting. And because some chick looked at who's this? Because some girl would spend all this money to be the queen of the night, and here comes some other broad, another young lady come in there, and she just stole the attention for whatever reason. All of a sudden, who this bitch thinks she is? And they will find a reason to get next to her and say something, or spill something on her, and next thing you know, these two fine motherfuckers is fighting. I done broke up more female fights than I ever will male fights. I done broke up more female fights and witnessed more female fights. That's why I stopped breaking them up. Them have to be, they be cheating. they'll fuck you up with some bullshit. And then I have male fights. And I just realized, if you ask, what's going on? Oh, this bitch thinks she cute. What she do? Oh, she come in here with them red bottoms on and her hair all done and shit. Fuck her. I'm like, what? And it's just the jealousy, not even being conscious of the obvious jealousy that has been emitted from this conversation. Before I go any further, man, let me give a shout out to my chat room. My folks is in the house. Y'all, excuse me. Derek Mallory in the house. I see my man Marlon. Marcus Parrish is in the house. Who else we got? We got a donation from my man Hologram EMC. Much love to you, Doc. Thank you. They hollered at Miss B. And
hey, chat. Let me see it, chat.
They hollered at Miss B. You need to go over here and handle this chat room, woman. But I see my boys in the house. I got to give them some love. They always show me love. And whatever they doing, they always holler. I see Martin somewhere in Inglewood. He in my neck of the woods. He say he's somewhere close by. He going on a trip. Man, that must be nice, Doc. I'm gonna get my ass. Y'all gonna miss my ass for a couple of days. You watch. What Lonzo? I don't know. You gonna see? You gonna say what's
your birthday choice, man?
Y'all gonna look up what they gonna say. Lonzo got all them palm trees and shit. Where you get that backdrop from? Ain't gonna be no goddamn backdrop.
He's gonna be dropped in.
Why is he wet? How did he get wet?
So you gonna get flued out?
Huh?
Flued out somewhere?
Get flowed out to do something, man. It's all good. I can't complain. At all. But yeah, folks.
Don't forget, everybody.
Huh?
You're listening to
Legendary
Connect.
Yes.
Better next time, Dre. Good.
Yeah, Bernadette got her internet connection is looking real good today. The sugar daddy out of the house, right? Yeah.
See the sugar daddy?
Tighten him up. He tight. Is
it act right?
He tight.
Product right.
You tighten him up. He tighten him up a little bit. So he all right, I'm gonna get you extra Wi-Fi, goddammit. All right. Get you some more gigs.
I'm gonna tell y'all about the prospects, how they fall off. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to mention anything on the show because I mean it's funny. They disappear. I barely get a chance to do anything or just be me.
Wait. What you trying to do? What you trying to do? What you trying to do?
Have you opened the door?
They get scared off.
Huh?
They get scared off kind of quickly.
What you tell them? You trying to get married and have some babies?
Heck no.
Make a nigga run quick, faster than a hurry.
No, I don't know. Maybe they.
I think she's trying to celebrate.
Huh?
I think she's trying to celebrate Juneteenth.
You ain't cooked yet? Or you cooked too much?
See, that might be my problem. In Mississippi, I gotta act like I like cooking, but I don't put it out there like that.
Oh, first of all, wait. See, hold on, stop right there. That could be a problem, right there.
I see.
Yeah.
That could be because you in a town where asses and plates is competitive as hell. You got a lot of Mississippi ass. Oh shit. You know, Mississippi is right next to Florida, right next to Georgia, and you got some big sisters out there. They coming with it. They coming with it banging.
True.
And they got a plate in their hand. Now,
see, that's no.
Wait. Let me finish.
I can cook though. For the record,
Wait. I don't care if you can, but if you don't, fuck that. That don't make no damn sense. I can cook, but I ain't never tasted the damn thing you made. So why you tell me what you gonna do? Oh, I can fly. I ain't seen your wings yet. Well, I know you lying.
Do I have to put it out there from the gate?
You need to put it if you want to keep it. Look, let me tell you something about brothers. We don't mind spending.
Wait a minute. Let me sit down because he's gonna tell me something about brothers. Hold on.
We don't mind dropping a couple dollars going out from time to time. Ain't no problem with that. Okay. But every once in a while, it would be nice. What you doing? Nothing. Come on by the house. I cooked. What? You'll get so much more love with that. And
really,
and I listen to some of these YouTube channels, these sisters. Oh, I need a man with 6 figures. He gotta have this. I gotta have that. What you got? I got me. Get out of here with that bullshit. Who told you that was enough? Okay. Who told you? But you wait. So you telling me you want a man with 6 figures? So you can rip him off. He end up with 3 figures. Okay, that's some bullshit. I just understand. I'm talking about California law. I ain't talking about no place else.
You trying to go lean toward? You're not doing a Kevin Samuels, are you? You're not.
He's going Kevin Samuels.
I'm gonna go a little Kevin for a minute. When you in California and the divorce laws are slow slanted in the waves inside for women. Unless you have a equal yoke person that has just as much to lose as you do, which means she's invested in this relationship just like you are almost an idiot to get married. If she don't have just as much as you, and as what, or if she ain't helped you build what you got. Okay, now it's one thing I understand. Sometimes, hey, we ain't got nothing, but we built this together. We ain't clicking no more. Take your half and go on about your business. I understand that. But for somebody to sit home and be eating jujubes or whatever they eat at the pad on Instagram, Facebook, and you out there busting your ass, all of a sudden, I met somebody with a cuter with some nice tattoos. Give me my half. I'm finna go. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You want 6 figures, but you working at McDonald's, or you working, you getting low 5 figures. Okay, you barely just above minimum wage, but you got it. But you pretty, you pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But you entitled. You think you entitled to all this right here? Entitlement does not. Excuse me. Entitlement does not solidify a relationship.
So Kevin
can I jump in on that? Can I jump in
my throat. Go ahead.
I let him clear though. I sat down and I shaking my head. I'm saying he has a point, but here's my point. If you're with some
chat. Hold on, Dre. I can hear you. Did somebody type the chat? Typed in the chat. Typed. Kevin Samuels was doing a every man once is thing. Y'all back?
I'm back. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I cut you off too.
Bernadette, stop me.
No, Bernadette did not stop.
Go ahead. My bad. I muted myself. I forgot when I muted you.
Y'all.
I muted us.
Okay. May I continue?
Please do.
But Bernadette
simple as it is. Bernadette, you did. Relax. Anyway, it's as simple as this. If you're not with the person that you want to be with, and you don't share what you need to share, and you don't give each other, and life is a give and take, and it's always about a balance. And the thing is, I don't care what your figures are. You can have 12 figures. If it don't work, I mean, the best example of that is Jeff Bezos. He was married to his wife. They built Amazon from the ground up, and that still wasn't enough for him. So he decided to go and hop across his best friend's bed and get with his wife. And now they're talking about getting married. So figures don't matter.
Who's best friend's wife?
Jeff Bezos is marrying his best friend's wife, who she divorced him and then started going out with Jeff Bezos. But she was on the train a long time. She used to date the NBA stars, married an NBA star, started out as a meteorologist, and now she's next to being the second wealthiest woman on the planet.
I remember she was on TV here in California, LA. I remember her very well.
Yeah. So the point is,
she's going to find my way. But
but see, if that's what's gonna keep you interested, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the long game, the real long game, you can't take it with you. And if it was figures that you needed to get her, if you lose them figures, she's gone. Jeff Bezos' wife is, like I said, one of the wealthiest women on the planet. Same with Bill Gates. Bill Gates was married 40 years. They decided it's time to get a divorce. Come on, man. Something else is going on there. Warren Buffett's the only one I know still married and still going to McDonald's every morning, getting the breakfast meat and bringing change home. Because it's not about that. It's about the person you want to be with. And are y'all willing to go through the slings and the arrows, and all the other stuff that goes with being in a relationship like that? So if you built your relationship on money, and how much to be built on, it's going to be. I don't care how much you think you got, but at the end of the day, it won't matter that much.
Yeah, Lauren Sanchez, thank you. Vista Lights 1972. Lauren Sanchez, fine sister. Now she's fine with us. She's pretty woman. That's for damn sure. But yeah, Jeff. And what I'm saying is, Dre, you got a point. I give you some of that. But
Jeff Bezos wasn't a handsome guy.
Well, he ain't got to be handsome. He got a shitload of money. He can walk on his head. He got a shitload of money. And see,
when you can build a yacht that they can't even get to the ocean, they have to take a bridge down. Come on, you on another planet.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
you got to give her a ring that she can't walk around with, because if anyone saw with that ring and hit her in the head, I mean, to me, it's like when you do those type of things, it's like, what is it for?
Because you can.
I guess.
Because you can. I mean,
I said, I guess
it don't make you. I guess it does put you in some. I guess you got the kind of. I never had that kind of money before, I can see how you can get bored real easy. Okay, you can get.
But there's so much that you could do not to be bored.
But I'm just saying.
But you'd have to want to do that.
Building this big ass ship, something I want to do, not to be bored. That was my thing, to build this ship, and so I won't be bored. I'm going to build this big motherfucker and gonna tear a bridge down. How much it cost? Because ain't much can do. Only way he can go broke, the economy have to crash.
No, remember when he got divorced? Wait a minute. When Jeff Bezos divorced his wife, he had to go to what do you call it? To discuss it with the government, because he could have shook up the whole what do you call it?
GDP?
I can't remember. GDP, yeah. They had the way they divorced, they had to divorce like they didn't break up Amazon because she owned Amazon like he owned Amazon.
Okay.
And they had to break it up so it wouldn't affect the GDP.
Okay.
And remember, they gave away their fortune 2 or 3 times, and they make so much money in a weekend they got it back.
Okay.
It's like it's like you're making more money than they can print, faster than they can print it.
So like I said, the only way they can go broke, the economy have to crash completely, and the dollar have to be worthless for them to go broke.
Yeah, I usually say the same thing in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like there's so much. When I think about what goes on in this world, and I know you're gonna get the violin out on me, and you have that kind of money, and you're not helping people who really, or people who are homeless, people who are migrating here. I mean, I'm not saying you just give your money away, but there are things we could do to make the world better all the way around. But that's a different discussion. We were talking about relationships and figures. I just say people, it is where it is with people. God bless those who's got it, and those who are trying to get it. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
And on that note, it's time to say happy Juneteenth to you Juneteenth folks out there celebrating Juneteenth. But our biggest happy goes out to our partner, the one and only Lonzo. West Coast Hip Hop, the one, the only, Alonzo.
Much love, folks. Thank
Not
you.
without Alonzo.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it.
Gemini, our Gemini.
Yes,
one of our many Geminis, Dre, right? Me and Dre got a lot of Geminis.
Too many. I'm not starting that game today.
But we got another one.
As I celebrate the 2nd anniversary of my 33rd birthday.
There it is.
It's all good.
There it is.
It's all good, folks.
I had one more, y'all. We'll talk about Anita Baker and Babyface later on after we get more information.
Yeah, I heard about that.
How she got rid of Babyface on tour because fans were coming at her, which I'm trying to understand. How does that happen?
Huh? I heard his show was
chain reaction.
His show was trash or something like that.
That's what you heard?
No, her show was trash.
His show was trash.
No, well, no. I think he was getting more response than she was. I don't know for sure, and she just had enough.
Okay.
Is she a person that prefers to have a spotlight only on her? Was it?
Well, she had the same. She had the same problem with Barry White back in the day. Her and Barry White was on tour together, and Barry come out there with them orchestras and oboes and that big ass banging shit, and she got just "You give me love." Like, you fuck out of here, that bullshit. Okay, I love me some Anita Baker. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Anita Baker, but she had never been known to put on the best show. She ain't. She ain't. She's a singer.
I heard she did that to Luther Vandross at one point.
That's what I'm saying.
Luther said,
Luther blew. That's what I'm sorry. It was Luther. Luther blew her out the goddamn water, and he kicked him off the tour too.
That's what Luther does. Cause doggone, you give him a live mic, that's what he's gonna do.
He gonna bring it every time. Okay, and I heard she was on Twitter acting a fool, and you know what? This Anita Baker been off the set for what, 20 years, 15, 20 years.
Right.
She opened the way for Toni Braxton because they sound just alike. And she got some great songs. She got some great music. But again, she's a different kind of performer. She's more like a true singer, not a show
She's
person.
a soul. She comes from the soul. She comes from Dina Washington. I'm going way too old. I'm trying to go to somebody. She's a Roberta Flack.
Right. She's a singer, not a performer.
Yeah, she's a shot performer too.
Yeah. She ain't gonna blow your socks off with her show. She gonna put on an evening gown and she gonna sing her songs and you gonna sit there and be in love and you gonna go home and think about that shit. Whereas Patti LaBelle gonna kick off her shoes. She gonna say some shit. She gonna give you some pies and shit, huh?
Patty gonna lay on the stage.
Yeah.
Patty gonna lay on the stage and tell you about what's over the rainbow. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And she gonna hit it like every note. Okay. And you're gonna be tired from watching her ass. And she's 77 years old. Gemini. Okay.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
77 years old. Gemini married to a 20, messing with a 44-year-old, 40-something. He might be a little older now, about 45 now. All right. So she getting her groove on.
Okay. I like it.
Huh?
I said I like it.
Yes.
Like it, I love
it.
Hey,
don't let wait a minute. Don't let Gladys Knight go out there. She will destroy too.
Gemini. Gladys, Gemini, yes.
Wow.
Gladys Knight will destroy the set.
I remember.
And see what happened was the fan base. Think about the fan base that Babyface has. That's like the Waiting to Exhale fan base, and 2 occasions and Whip Appeal. Even people couldn't say Whip Appeal the right way, so she canceled it because she said she was getting cyberbullied by Babyface's fans. Because that's a fan base like what Luther has, and probably Luther Vandross's old fan base too. We're part of the trolling. I mean, that's women y'all were talking about being competitive, so
yeah,
you probably did catch it. After 7
with performances like that, people don't use their brains a little. Where you say Babyface has this amount of audience, we need to do a combo show where you come out, you do songs, he comes out, he does songs, and back and forth, and then somebody ends up being the last person out there because your catalogs are so deep, your hits are so vast, and your audiences are so diverse. You can't just go out there and do your set, his set. It doesn't work that way because women are coming to see him. They're not coming to see you. Couples come to see Anita Baker.
Well, she got the bigger name though.
Then Babyface?
Wait. Hold on.
Wait,
God damn it. Can I finish what I was going to say? I caught myself, God damn it. She got the bigger name in some arenas, okay, in some areas. She got the bigger name in some areas. Babyface got the name in other areas. And that's where your conflict is coming in at. You got 2 superstars, and one of them got to open up for the other one. Everybody can't go on the same time. And that's your problem. Okay? You got 2 heavyweights, and both of them, somebody got to be the headliner. It's the Anita Baker tour. So I guess he supposed to dim his light a little bit so she can shine better. That ain't gonna work.
Not possible.
Not gonna work.
Can't dim himself. That's 7. After 7. Oh, that was Soul Food music even on the Soul Food soundtrack too.
Yeah.
So, timeless, and like I said, totally different audience. I mean, the Soul Food audience was getting close to a Waiting to Exhale audience. So,
right.
That's the audience that needs to be, validated.
All right, folks. It's almost time to wrap up the show now. It's about that time. Miss B, tell them what you got going on, baby.
Oh, shoot. What I got going on is one of my nonprofits out here with the basketball team couldn't talk today because we had massive cleanup due to the high winds we had here in Mississippi. It wasn't tornadoes, but it was high winds and whatnot. So everybody be safe. We got like thousands without power. So that's it.
They be kicking the plug out of Mississippi all the time. They just kick the plug out the wall. They pull that motherfucker.
Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, Andrew Jackson land, Native American land. It's just karma.
All right.
That's the
Miss B, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, Dr. Dre, by the time to wrap up, baby. What you got?
Brother, there's only one thing I got. I got Happy Juneteenth And happy birthday, my brother. Go enjoy. This ain't wrapping up. You're just gonna do what you do and enjoy your day.
Much love
Happy
to you, Doc.
birthday,
Thank you,
brother.
thank you much. Thank you very much, chat room, for rocking with us again, folks. Legendary Connection. Your boy Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop, and my partner in crime, Dr. Dre, East Coast. That's how we do it, folks. In the meantime, I'll see you next week, Tuesday, with me and my man Dusty. Dre, have a great weekend. Y'all have a great weekend. Marlon, enjoy that cruise, man. That boy cruising, man. I'm jealous. In the meantime, folks, I'm going to enjoy my birthday. See y'all next week. Peace.